Hello everyone, my name is SiC and welcome to Wrack. So today we're going to take a look at this game that I should have covered ages ago, because I have to put a bit of a disclaimer. One of my best friends worked on this game and he was responsible for the whole art direction of the game. So basically every texture you will see, he made. And I think you will agree with me that the game looks really cool once we get in game. Now, it's been a while since I played this game and it's been out for some years, so I'm really remiss and late with making this video, considering that one of my best friends worked on it. But this is not typically the game that I cover on my channel. You know, typically I play games like Arma or I play strategy games, and this game is a very fast-paced game that is most similar to, well, the quickest thing that people would reference it to would be Doom. It's a huge inspiration for the game, as the main guy behind it was the guy who made Skulltag, which is a source port for Doom that helps make it run on modern systems. And yeah, he moved on from that, started making this game. My friend got involved eventually, started doing the art direction for it, and several years later we have Wrack. And Doom is actually not the only inspiration for this game. It's one of the games that was an inspiration for it was Mega Man. And you will see it in some of the... Like, I never played Mega Man, but apparently you will see it in some of the boss fights and their behaviors. The little attacks that they do that you can dodge. Anyway, I'm going to start a new game here, but we also have time attack modes, we have score attack modes, a gallery of art that you can have a look at. So some of the art or developer art or inspiration, I guess, for the game. Achievements through Steam. This game is on Steam. Anyway, let's start a new game. We also have Steam Workshop support, by the way. So when I click on that, there's several mods and maps that I subscribe to. When you click on that, you can see the list of everything that you subscribe to. So there's a couple of maps here that I subscribed to in the past. But today we're going to jump into the main campaign. And we're going to be playing on hardcore mode. Now there is a story to the game, which I think we are going to skip because it's a lot of reading and storytelling, and I just kind of want to get into the action here. So we're just going to press escape and get into the first map. And the first map is a bit linear because it is the introductory level. But the first weapon that we start out with is this sword, and I need to bring back down my mouse speed because the game is very fast paced. As you can see, when I'm running around, this kind of speed is pretty much normal. Now there's also a strafe jump, which allows you to jump farther, kind of like Quake. Another game that I'm not super familiar with, but my friend loves and is super familiar with, and he explained that to me. So anyway, I've seen some videos in the past where people really struggled with getting the hang of this sword, but I kind of like it. It has a big wind up, so you definitely need to time your attacks well. But once you know how to do it, alright, let me just get a jump back here, or actually we'll do a shot with a pistol, I guess. Now I happen to know there's a couple of the secrets here. So just like Doom, there's hidden walls, hidden sections where you can find different things to help you. Oh, I was too high for that. Now one of the really cool things about Wrack, and you can notice that little bar up on the top that was just there before and is there now again. That is basically a score multiplier. Oh, I'm focused too much on talking instead of on playing. That is a score multiplier, and you rack up that bar by making kills in a very quick succession. And when you do that, you actually not only start increasing the score you get for every kill that you make, you also level up a finishing move for your weapon, for the weapon that you are holding. Every weapon has a different finishing move, and some of them can be quite powerful. For example, the shotgun this becomes super powerful, and it has a lot of pellets that spread. gained an extra life there. So if you see little heads there, or you get enough score, you get a new life. If you run out of lives, it's essentially game over, which is kind of cool. Actually, now we found a shotgun. The shotgun is actually one of my favorite weapons. It is extremely powerful. It has a satisfying animation when you rack back this, or rack the whatever that's called, the slide, I guess. Alright. And it's just really, really powerful. Like, if you know how many pistol shots it takes to take out some of these guys, this shotgun takes them out in 2 blasts up close. Now, another thing that we have here is boss fights. And this is one of the first ones. Now, before this animation finishes, I cannot damage him yet. You will see the health bar pop up in just a second. And this guy is not too tough yet. But he will have these choreographed attacks that you need to dodge. You can jump over these. And this, as I said, this guy is not too tough. Now, actually, this one was too high. You cannot jump over that one, so you need to duck underneath. There we go. And this guy will come back a little bit later, and then he will have some more attacks. So it's kind of cool. All of these bad guys all have their own attacks, and every single attack in the game can be evaded. So basically your movement is your defense, which is kind of cool. There's no hugging cover here, unless there's too many projectiles heading your way, I guess. Alright, let me see if I can rack up a good little kill count here. This is a great area actually to show the finishing move, but I need to... crap, okay, yeah. Picked up a super damage thing there. So now basically, even at the range, I one-shot kill these guys. And you can hear the sound going higher and higher. Oh, come on, yep. Nice. And now, before the bar finishes, I'm holding down my right mouse button, and as you can see, well, and if I hurry up, I still have the super damage. And I just wiped out everything at range there. I killed like... well, yeah, it was really far away. So maybe... oh, crap. Didn't kill as much as I could have if I was a little bit closer, but I really wanted to get that damage boost along with that finisher. Now there are 3 levels of finishers, if I remember correctly. But to get to that last finisher, you need to basically kill a ton of aliens in quick succession. Which is possible, but you really need to practice playing through the maps, knowing where to run, how to run it. So it's really good for speed running as well, actually. Or doing score attacks, which is of course one of those other modes that you can play. But it already kind of comes into play during the campaign here. Alright, let's see if we can try that again. I'm still red, we'll jump past these guys. Oh crap. There we go, look at that. Holy shit. That was really, really good. And of course that got me a ton of points. I just gotta pick up some ammo here and there. We'll get to that final boss fight. He's back. Got some ammo. Now he will have some different attacks as well, as you can see. You kind of need to weave in between those ones. Just show some of the different ones. These purple little balls are homing missiles essentially, but if you jump over them, they lose track of you. And got that attack that he did earlier as well. Oop. And some of these attacks come back with the later enemies. There are some pink lizards, the Arcturans they're called, that have those homing missiles, which you can dodge in a similar way. Oop. There we go. Now one of the cool things actually is that these guys, they went to QuakeCon in the past to show this game off. And I'll just ignore the text here just for just a second, because earlier I said that this game was also inspired by Mega Man, and I don't remember the name of the guy who made Mega Man, but he was there at QuakeCon and he actually came by the booth and he had an interpreter with him because he was Japanese. I don't know if he can speak English or not, or if he felt uncomfortable with how well he could speak English. So anyway, he had a translator there and nobody really talked to him at the start. And he was just kind of watching the game being played. And he was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of Mega Man. So that's really cool that the developer of Mega Man actually came by the booth of this game, looked at the game, and without being told that Mega Man was an inspiration for it, he actually was like, hey, this reminds me of Mega Man. You know, just as much as this game reminds people of Doom, it also reminded the actual developer of Mega Man. So that's just a cool little story there. Anyway, got this little scorecard. I forgot about a secret, and I know exactly which one. But oh well. Let's continue to the next map. Well, like I said, the first map is a bit linear, but the second map sprawls out a little bit more, and then the next map after that, like every map gets a little bit more complex over time. And this one is probably one of my favorite maps. There's some cool moments in it. I like the lighting on it, the whole mood of the textures that the whole game has. Like it's just really cool. Oh, come on. We can do better. But yeah, this game by now, of course, is quite cheap. It is an indie game made by just 2 or 3 people. 3 people, if I remember correctly at the time. And yeah, I would say, like, if you like Doom, if you like these old school fast-paced games, I would definitely recommend checking it out. Because it's cheap, it has workshop support, it has a pretty decently long campaign. It's just a lot of fun to play, actually, and that's not just bias on my part, because my friend helped make it. Oh, well, these big guys are really, they're quite tough. But it's kind of cool as well, you know exactly how many hits you need on them to kill them. So I know that with the sword I need 5 hits on them, and the sword is quite good if you manage to time your attacks well. And this is kind of like the thing, like, I don't know why people were struggling with it, because yeah, there's the build up and then there's the hit. Alright. But you really get used to that quite quickly, but I saw some reviews of people playing the game that really struggled with it. Alright. Ah, there you are. I figured there was some guy left somewhere. Alright, so this is also a little bit of a jumping puzzle, which is kind of cool. I think the center ones you cannot reach unless you do the sideways jump, the diagonal jump. Yeah, there we go. And even this one, but if, like, that was a sideways jump, but if you do it like this, you don't make it. So there's some puzzles in here like that that really test your skill. Some of them are pretty easy, of course, but some of them are quite hard. Oh crap, I just barely didn't make it. Now, one really funny thing as well is that oh, okay, just in time. Is that these guys sometimes hit each other, they get angry with each other. Oh crap, I'm in the corner. Come on. Alright, nice. And when they hit each other enough and they're still alive, then actually they get angry and they start shooting each other as well. So you can kind of, if you're running out of ammo, you can kind of bait them into shooting each other. Actually, the timings work out quite well. It's kind of cool. Switching weapons, shooting, or you can even miss a shot in between hitting, or not hitting, but killing creatures. And that's absolutely fine. But you cannot miss more than once, basically. But you can switch weapons to hit people at different ranges. Especially, for example, the pistol is highly accurate. And these little guys, you can kill them at a distance quite well with the pistol, because they only take one hit, and it kind of keep your... Yeah, there we have the homing attacks. Crap. Yeah. I could dodge onto the first one, but not onto the other one. Also, one thing that I really enjoy about this game actually is like all the blood stays, the bullet holes stay, the oil from these robots stay, little parts and pieces break off. And so when you go through a map, you can really see the story of the combat, right? You can tell like, oh, when this guy got shot, it was from a downward angle because the blood splatter is up on the wall right there. And the same thing for this guy, you see the blood splatter over here. You can see where these other guys attacked me and missed because, well, I don't know. For example, here is where the purple shot ended up from this guy. I dodged under it, it kept going, hit the wall in the back here. You know? And you see that with all of the attacks, basically. It's just really cool. You see all of these bullet holes, or the shots that I missed or made. It's just, yeah, it's really fun. And you can shoot these bodies up as well. And actually, shooting these bodies gives you a benefit in maintaining the combo meter. So if there's nothing left to kill, you can actually shoot the body and it will keep the meter running, basically. I forgot that one, there was a secret right there, but yeah, we can bring this thing back down, back up. This is where we started. Yes, this is where we needed to go. Right, now we've got some ammo for weapons that we haven't got yet, but that weapon is also kind of cool and really powerful. But now, you know, this is the part where we went by earlier. I went left. You can see the yellow gate has been lowered. And with this teleporter, we are back where we began. We got some more ammo, and now we have the right way to go. Especially these guys, like, they take 2 hits to kill, so you have the time to actually do that. Get those hits in. Alright, so I want to see if I can get enough guys here to get a proper kill. Let them all come to me. Come on, come on. No, oi. Yeah. Nice. And there's a secret over here as well. But the lava insta-kills you. So now, like, I had to kind of like move sideways as I jump down. Oh crap. Please tell me, okay. And this needs to be a sideways jump as well, otherwise you will not make it, you are going to die. So... but yeah, you can really get into a flow with this game. It's kind of nice. Oh crap. Oh, I feel like I'm being pushed. Oh, and I have to weave in between all these platforms. Alright, and let me just save up the power attack for the next area. Oh, got some health. That's just 2 guys. There's more. I know there's more. Oh crap. It was a bit mediocre. But there's a lot of little things that you do. Like, you can just keep going, keep running, or you can try to... keep going, keep killing, or you can just try to save up some of these guys, dodge their attacks for long enough to line all of them up, so you can get a huge increase to your score. And this area as well is really nice. Just circular, just keeps you going. And like I said, every weapon has its own ultimate attack. The pistol actually turns into a laser that cuts through everything in its path. So if you line up a whole bunch of guys you can shoot them all at once. It's quite satisfying. The sword does like this slash attack, which also throws out these missiles or these projectiles. Shotgun is basically turned into a super shotgun. And then there's the pulsar, which is also really cool, but we haven't found yet, which basically shoots this giant missile that is very slow moving but burns through everything in its path. There's a rocket launcher, which actually I don't even know what the final attack for that one is. I don't think I've ever managed to do it. Oh crap. There goes my kill counter. So accuracy is rewarded in, you know, getting your chain going. Actually, let me just, there's one guy left. Okay. Well, headshots don't get registered, and that is actually one thing that I personally might have liked to see. Headshots rewarding further accuracy, because it just rewards accuracy even more, which can only be a good thing in a shooter, I think, but as of right now that is not a thing in this game, which is also fine. It's a design choice they made. It's also because, I guess, because Doom didn't have headshots in the past and never really needed it to be fun. And so, yeah, these guys also don't have it. Boom. So satisfying. I really like the sword, actually. Like I said, some people struggled with it quite a bit, but I really like it. You just need to get that swing right. When you do, it's a really powerful tool in the arsenal. But now we get to the pulsar. And this weapon is quite cool. And I'm going to save up just a little bit. Let these enemies spawn in. Alright, and now let's see if we can get these guys lined up. Ah. That wasn't... Oh, yeah, okay. So, at higher levels these guys also get different attacks, which is kind of cool. So that force stun that he just did, well, actually doesn't get done on lower levels, I think, if I remember correctly. But it's quite powerful, and you can evade it if you jump off the floor by the time they hit the floor. So if you see them winding up for that attack, you really need to make sure you start jumping, because, yeah, it does massive damage. As you can see, I went in this room with pretty much full health, if I remember correctly, and now I'm at 38. So it was quite hard. Anyway, disposal area part 1 done. Oh, and there's one enemy left. What the hell? 1 second beyond the perfect time. And I lost 2 secrets, or I didn't see 2 secrets. A bunch of treasure I didn't get. So I got a gold medal. And actually I've had a personal best that is beyond this, because you can see at the bottom the score. 301,800 against over 500,000. So anyway, we've been playing for some time, so I'm going to be putting a cut in here, but I'm having fun, so I will probably just continue making this into a series until I finish the whole game. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more, and I will see you guys for whatever video I do next. I've got these idle animations as well, that's really cool.